Laura Kane After Dark. So happy that you tuned in and you're listening or watching. Thank you. If you're watching, hit that subscribe button because that would be super fun to get more followers. Anyway, I'm Laura Kane. This is Eric Rimmer.
Hi.
And this is Beatriz Jiron.
Hi.
And she's here talking with us. She was here on Tuesday or on Monday, whatever one you tuned into. And she's here again because we didn't get to talk to her because Eric took up the whole time with his dirt, his daily dirt, which was awesome.
You're welcome.
Very awesome.
It was
but
great.
it went long. So we decided we're going to have Beatriz on this podcast. So thank you for being on.
I am so happy to be here.
And you're going to make us eat something?
Sorry?
You're going to make us eat something?
I am, but I'm not going to say what it is.
Okay,
I'm sweating.
That's actually great, but I'm scared.
I'm sweating.
I'm not happy about it, but I will do it. See,
Yeah,
we have Beatriz on because not only is she funny and fun and we love her, but she's also a world traveler and she has some great stories about things that she's eaten along the way. And that's why she brought in something for us to eat because it's something crazy, I think, that we normally wouldn't eat, right?
You normally wouldn't eat this.
Have we ever eaten it, do you
okay,
think?
I already don't like the tone and what that answer was. You would not be eating this.
Do you think we have ever tried it?
I don't want to say. I'm not going to say anything.
Do
I'm not
you
going to give
eat
you
it?
clues. I want me?
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, she also
But I
has
eat
eaten,
weird things.
yes, balut and octopus and crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I eat octopus. I've eaten weird things.
Yeah, we'll get to
Like
that.
foods that people get like offended about. So
I'm
I don't say.
excited to talk about that restaurant that you showed me the pictures where they look like a vagina.
Oh,
Okay, we'll talk about
We'll
that.
talk about
It's
that, yeah.
incredible. Wait, you need to pull up the pictures for Eric too.
I will.
Okay, first we need to do.
That is a restaurant I will not be visiting.
Me and
There
Eric
are
will have a
penises too, I'm
separate
sure.
Side
There's-
conversation.
Yeah,
They have a lemonade that they mix it with a dildo.
There,
They
are
put
you
a
back in?
dildo it.
You back in? Are you back in this? Are you back in?
Maybe.
Okay.
Is it here?
Cuff me.
Is it here?
No,
Is it in Amsterdam?
it's in Tokyo.
Oh.
Tokyo, yeah.
Here, talk right into the mic.
Tokyo.
There
Let
you
me
go.
put on my
There
big
you go.
surprise face.
All right, first let's talk about Sweetums wipes. Now, before we get to the commercial, I need to tell you that if you punch in LCAD, which is Laura Kane After Dark, obviously, LCAD, you get 15% off your purchase. And these things are, I can't live without them now.
They are sweet.
Here's the commercial. ETUMSwipes.com for spur of the moment freshness down there. For down there care.
Absolutely. Men use them too.
Yes, they do, with flavors like cinnamon bun. Guys love that flavor.
I love the cinnamon
They
bun.
also have flavor, so they taste
Mojito.
yummy too. And mango and cherry.
And pina colada.
Yes, and now
Watermelon?
peach. Oh, watermelon.
Yes.
Peach scented wipes now too. Go to sweetumswipes.com, developed by Dr. Elisa Brady, who we love so much, a woman-run company.
Which we totally support.
We do. That's sweetumswipes.com. Wipes, and again, LCAD, you get 15% off your purchase.
That's right.
Okay, now let's talk about our friends at Baja Coast Realty.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about, first of all, it's down in Mexico, south of Rosarito. And there are two developments. What are they
Plaza
called?
Del Mar and Mission Viejo, sir.
Okay. And the way you get there is you just pretend you're going from downtown. It'll take you about an hour, a little less than an hour to get there.
About 45 minutes.
You drive over the border and then kind of around TJ, down Playas. So the whole ride, you're on the ocean. It's beautiful.
Sorry.
So, there
was like a
Oh, okay. I thought
was
you,
like,
he was
I did
smelling
not
something.
fart.
Stop it. Not in the commercial that I send to the client. That I have to send the video to the client.
I just got...
Don't blame it on me.
You need to behave.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
You drive down and then you go through Rosarito, the town, the party town, which is fun. It's just south of that. And it's kind of, they consider it the Beverly Hills of Mexico.
It's beautiful.
There's mountains on one side and then there's the ocean on the other side. And there's these two developments. So which one do you want to talk about?
I'll talk about my favorite Mission Viejo, sir.
Okay, so I'll talk about the pyramid at Plaza del Mar. This is a community that they have built, and they are continued to build because they're going to build another really tall tower. But they've converted a hotel into condos, and the hotel was right there on the water, still is. Every single unit has a view of the ocean, and those start at $169,000 for an ocean view. You're right on the water. Oh my God! And they're gorgeous, and you get all the amenities with it. Your refrigerator, your washer dryer, that comes with the price, the whole thing. So then there's that.
You mean
also
the appliances?
What did I say? Amenities? Isn't that the same thing?
No.
What's amenities then?
Your pool, your spa.
You get
your
all that.
gym.
You get all that. And they have all that.
They do.
They have a game room and a kids room and a whole thing.
They do.
And then there are separate homes too in the development, and those are 2-story, and they're 1 and 2 and 3 bedroom.
And they're really nicely laid out.
Those are really beautiful, stunning, and those also have ocean views. And the community is really cool. That's Plaza del Mar. Now, Eric is going to talk about Mission Viejo Sur.
And
Which is
sir
5 minutes
is
away.
SUR, not SIR.
Yes, like Mexican, like
Yeah.
sur. Sur.
Sur.
Sur.
Sir.
Okay.
Like surf without the S.
Mission
There you go, we
Viejo,
got it.
though,
Welcome.
mission is not a Spanish word.
Mission.
Mission.
Misión.
Mission
Viejo
Viejo Sur.
Sur.
So talk
Misión
about it.
Viejo Sur,
Talk about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about it.
sir.
3 high rises, all very
Mid-rise. They're mid-rise buildings.
modern. Well, they're about what, 15
6
stories?
No, they're 6 stories
Oh,
tall.
6?
Yes.
Isn't one taller?
No.
They seem
Anyway,
taller.
Mission.
Anyway, so it's floor to ceiling windows, all ocean view,
So beautiful. Pool, spa,
all the
gym.
appliances.
And
the
they're
finishes are great. I love the doors in these. That was a weird thing that I liked.
You
but
love the
doors-
hallways too, which is
Yeah, I
kinda
like the
weird.
hallways,
but they're very
too.
Are
breezy
you a
and
ghost?
pretty.
I know they were really cool. Well, they're kind of at an angle. They're not like you're walking down like a hotel.
They're
hall.
very well laid out.
Yeah,
It's a
they're very well laid
beautiful
out.
property, and that's more modern. The other one is a little bit more rustic. It just depends on your preference. They're both brand new. People have already moved in. They're beautiful, and those ones, Mission Viejo Sur, start at $249.
49.
And that is just an incredible price for a beautiful place. So go to BajaCoastRealty.com if you want to see some pictures, or just look at our Instagram. We have some videos up there, and you can just DM us if you want any information. And let us know if you'd like to do a road trip, because we might plan one.
We'll
if
do a
there's
field
enough
trip.
people that want to come down and see them. And then we can go like out to a bar or a restaurant after.
How far away are they from the tacos?
Not far.
The tacos are right there. There's
No
tacos
way.
everywhere.
I know, but then that's a game changer.
The good tacos.
Good tacos and ocean view.
Oh my God.
Sign me up.
There you go. Mission Viejo
Pick up some
Sur,
tacos on your
Plaza
way
del-
home.
Yes. And tortillas. Oh, I love me
Oh,
some
yeah.
homemade
You
tortillas.
and your bag of 15,000-pound
Well,
tortillas.
they're like 10 pesos for like a whole bag of tortillas.
I know. It's amazing.
It's so awesome.
So good.
It
They
is
were
so
so
good.
good.
Okay, so let us know if you want to go. It'd be cool. Just DM us. Okay. So now we have host chat. Do you have something maybe you want to talk about during host chat, Beatrice?
I'm not sure what host chat is, but I would love to.
Is there anything
It's
that
like a
is
topic.
particularly titillating you or bothering you?
Something in your life you want to talk about?
Both of those terms just like blew me away.
For example, I'll give you an example. This is
Yeah.
my story of my day on Wednesday.
Okay.
When I was in Mexico by myself for 7 hours waiting for my roommate to get a root canal in TJ. So while he was doing that,
She was not happy.
did I talk to
7
you?
hours.
You texted me.
Oh,
7 hours. Do you have the Sentry Pass?
yes. But he doesn't. So I had to wait with him.
No.
But that's okay. It was
You're a great friend. I
so
would never do that for my friend.
you would.
I would for 7 hours and you don't have a Sentry Pass.
I
Goodbye.
didn't realize it was going to be 7 hours because they had to check him out first. He had this tooth problem. I asked him if he wanted to come talk about it, but I don't know if he got my
His mouth hurts.
No, I'll tell you what he looked like the day after. But anyway, so he had to go get somewhere else and go get x-rays. And so I was waiting. And so finally I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a cab. I'm going to go somewhere while I'm waiting for him. So this cab driver picks me up and he takes me to the Mercado, which has like like statues and pots and fun things, you know. So I was looking at that, and I said, "Will you wait for me because I'm not sure how to hail a cab from this location." She's like, "Sure." So I just went, looked around, bought something, came back, and I don't know if he did this on purpose or if he did this because traffic was bad, but for some reason we went on a tour of all of the strip clubs in Mexico, and he was telling me this one's good, this one's bad, this one's okay, this is the most popular. So in case you're wondering, Hong Kong is the number one. That's where most Americans go anyway. And the girls are beautiful at Hong Kong, and they do actual dancing, not like here in the US where they just kind of like move around. They actually like perform dances at Hong Kong.
Like they're 75 years old and they're rickety little tiny legs.
No, I mean, these girls
deja vu.
So that's the number one. Then there's Adelaide's or something like that. That's the one that's next to it, which is also really good. But then if you go on the street behind.
Did you go to any?
No, I didn't.
No.
Although I didn't want to go by myself. What am I going to walk in there, a woman by myself?
Maybe he saw that rack and thought that you were just a stripper.
No, I was wearing something that wasn't revealing.
Oh.
And so then we drove by the really seedy part of town where there were like prostitutes, like every.
That's scary, Laura. You shouldn't be driving through that area.
I know. My mom said the same thing, and so did some friends of mine. They're like, "Why were you?" I go, I didn't tell him to. I was just in the passenger seat.
I was behind. I want to see the trashiest part of town.
He's like, "Well, these are hookers. You can get it for $20 US."
How does he know all this?
I don't know.
You explore TJ by yourself.
Wow, $20 isn't bad.
I didn't mean to.
And she survived to tell the tale.
That's so unsafe.
That's scary.
But I loved it at the same time. I thought it was so interesting because these girls were so made up.
And if you look at them, they kind of like look at you like, why are you looking at me? Like, are you?
Oh, they're like, I didn't look them in the eye. I didn't want to because I was too scared. But I'm like, then I started thinking about it. I was like, gosh, that's a hard life. That's a tough life. Like to have to.
Most of them are trafficked. Yeah, that's a really tough life.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I used to live in Juarez.
That's a scary place.
when I say that, people are like, "Whoa!"
What? Wait, what is it known for again? Like drugs or something?
Well, yeah, the cartel.
Yes.
And then, like 40 women were found there, like just dumped, like dead on on a street corner.
Recently or back in the day?
No, like 20 years ago.
Oh my God!
And that's where it like really got put on the map, and it was like. It became like the most dangerous city in the world. Like it beat Afghanistan. Like it was like really, really dangerous at that time. I didn't live there during that time. I lived there after that time. But still, like you would still go there and you can kind of feel like in that intersection where the corner is where they dropped off all those women. There's like a memorial there now for those women. And it's like if you ask people from Juarez, like what happened to those women or like, can you take me to the corner where like they were dumped? And like people get upset. Like there's more to the city than that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Stop asking me about that. Like, they get really offended by it. But it's like every city. Like, if you stay on your same, like, 3 roads, you're fine, and no one goes in there, and you're, like, in your bubble. That's kind of how TJ is, too.
Yes, it is. And, yes, it is, definitely.
San Diego's like that, too. Like,
absolutely. Anywhere. Just like you said, anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere in the world. You go somewhere, like, go under the Coronado Bridge at night, and, you know.
Right? Yeah. And then there's Coronado.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
But... I know a lot of people have yelled at me about this a lot. And then we got into the whole discussion about they could have taken you to a place, cut out your heart, killed you, like sold your organs for this and that. I'm like, the vibe I got from the taxi driver was not a bad one. He just seemed like he was a small little guy. Nice.
Oh, I thought you were going with your roommate.
Herculean strength.
No, I was by myself because he was getting his teeth done. I was tired of waiting.
Oh, I thought you were like on your way to the dentist with your roommate.
No.
And your roommate was telling you all this. I was like, how does he know?
No. The taxi driver was telling me because he spoke English.
Okay. She's like, he seemed nice.
I missed that.
He did. I got a good vibe from him.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was like...
So do serial killers. They all probably seem nice.
Have you seen Dahmer?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, talk about having a good vibe. That guy just killed 17 people and did not even get put on the radar for years.
He had a bad vibe about him, though. The way the guy acted, I would be creeped out by him.
The good-looking one that was a
Did you see the tapes?
Bundy?
No, I want to. I want to.
You listen to those tapes, and the guy just seems like a normal, average guy.
So did the other one.
All of them
Who's
do.
the
Ted
other
Bundy.
one?
He's blonde and
Ted
blue
Bundy.
eyes, and no one thought like he could do anything because he was blonde. Blue eyes
I
and
know.
white.
I'm not going to do that again. And it was probably my fault because I was asking him questions about like Revolution Street and I think it was a combination of that and traffic, and that's why he took me on this little detour.
Oh, you said traffic. He probably thought, "Oh, do you want to be trafficked?"
Oh my
Oh,
God!
you wanna be
Stop it!
trafficked.
Stop it!
I had a friend who had a sister who had a friend.
Oh God, one of these.
She went down to Mexico and she got killed, and like they used her body to smuggle drugs across the border. They caught her, they caught them, and they got the body. But
How did they use a body to smuggle drugs? A dead body?
imagine like a briefcase or a duffel bag,
But why would they put it in a dead body?
because they could put in the backseat covered in blankets, say they're sleeping, and most time they don't get checked. They do now. This was about 10
Yeah,
years
they
ago,
check
probably.
you real
now
good.
it's hard to do that.
10 years ago, though, that was a real thing.
Okay, well, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're-
now Sentry, the cars, they don't have stickers on them anymore because what they did is that these like cartels would find the cars with the stickers on them, put drugs underneath like the tire, and you would cross the border and you wouldn't even know you had drugs on you.
oh, that happened a lot,
Yeah,
apparently. I've heard that. Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But
See,
anyway.
you're never going down there without an escort again.
Well, anyway, I know I've learned my lesson. I was a bad girl. Whatever. I'm stupid. Okay, call me dumb.
I have a recommendation for a restaurant in TJ though.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
do love TJ.
It's called Lorenza. You guys, when you're down there visiting Baja Coast Realty, you
Yes.
have to go to this restaurant, Lorenza.
Lorenza.
Oh, it's the best Mexican restaurant.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
it's
super
so
authentic.
good. Like authentic tacos. They have like oysters. I don't know if you guys are into that. Like
No.
Okay, well they have seafood, like shrimp, like really really good stuff. You're not into that?
No.
Oh, she's not.
You're not into shrimp, are you?
Beige food.
Stop
Beige.
it.
Beige food. Beans.
Beans and tortillas.
Rice.
Oh, they
and
have
rice.
like the lady like making the tortillas.
Stop it.
there.
I'm in.
See,
It's
you're
really
all good.
great.
Beige. See?
No lettuce, no tomatoes, no onion.
No fruit,
just,
nothing. Just
no.
beige.
Just
Chicken
just
nuggets?
beans, rice.
Yes, I'll do
and-
that.
Chicken nuggets and quesadillas.
That's it. Pretty much.
That's what my daughters eat.
I know. I eat like a toddler. I do.
See, you can invite Laura over to your house on a night where you serve like the girls' quesadillas.
I'd be
and she'll
down big
She'll
time.
leave the broccoli on the plate.
I would. I'd give it to the dog.
Laura, you're not allowed to get up until you finish your broccoli.
I'd stuff it down my pants like I used to when I was a kid.
You get ready to leave the house in the morning for work, and she'd still be sitting there like playing with it with her fork.
Yeah, or asleep. So anyway, and so the next day, turns out he had an infection. They thought he had a fracture of his
Wait,
tooth.
who?
My roommate.
Oh, I thought the taxi driver.
No.
I got
So
all
when I get
confused.
back to the dentist, he comes out of the dentist. He's holding his mouth. They pulled the tooth, and it turns out it wasn't fractured.
Oh,
So he was just like, I don't even care. I'm glad it's over. Get me out of here. So we got back home. He woke up the next morning and he sent me a picture. He had blood, like dried blood, all down his face.
God.
He looked dead. I was like, I thought you were dead. That picture is so scary. He goes, I had chunks of blood in
Oh
my
my God.
mouth. It was so bad. But fast forward to today, all good. He feels fine. No pain anymore. We think they fixed it.
Is he just like missing a tooth now?
Yes.
Where?
One of the back ones.
Front tooth.
oh no.
Can you imagine?
Of course,
I would've
TJ,
gone
they just
home.
fixed the problem just by ripping the tooth out.
Well, if it was a legit place, it was like in a nice building. It was in the nicer part of town.
Yeah. Well, I've been like, I am one of those people that I just have bad luck at the dentist, and every time I go to the dentist, like something happens to me. Like
You have
every
perfect
time.
teeth.
No, what? No, you haven't looked. I think you're blind. I think
What happened?
so. Like when I was a kid, my parents were like, I had never had water. Like my parents were always just like apple juice, like shut up.
Oh,
like,
no.
Orange juice, shut up. Like they were just like giving me like every type of juice, and so they literally rotted my like front and bottom teeth when I was a kid. Like how was I
Your
supposed to know?
teeth that were adult teeth now. Like
My baby teeth.
Oh, your baby teeth
Like
were
I was
rotten?
like a baby, and I had a root canal.
Oh my God.
Eric's all laughing.
What?
I'm not even joking. I wish I were joking. And then, like, literally, my teeth fell out at like 4. Like, all my teeth.
Oh my God. Why are you laughing at that? That is the saddest story ever. What the hell are you laughing at? You don't even know. Just telling this heart-wrenching story and you're cracking up.
Well, it's a good thing she's not telling me over text, or I'd just be like, okay.
yeah, like exclamation.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Everything
so
like,
bad.
It like just gets started like at that point, and like every time I would go like something, and it's like, and then I was like my jaw started growing out, so I started looking like.
Why?
That when I was
Because
little. That's just how I was born.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Can I do a boomerang of that?
No, you cannot do
How dare you? Stop it. She's our guest. Don't be like that. So how did you fix your chin?
So I had to use headgear.
Uh-huh.
Like literally everything you could imagine. Like headgear,
I'm right
root
there with
canal, braces, expander, retainer, like everything possible. And my dad was always, they were like, dude, your daughter just needs surgery. And my dad's like, no. And I'm like, oh, my dad's so nice, right? He's like trying for me not to get surgery. Now I'm like, why the hell didn't I get the surgery? Because
Right.
like now it's like, my teeth are fine-ish if you look at them quickly and you're just kind of blind like Eric is. Like you'll see like some white crack through. But they're like crooked and I can't get them fixed now and I have to do surgery. And so in order to get my teeth fixed, it's 5 years of procedure. Like they have to redo my teeth completely. I have to get braces again to make my teeth. Because my teeth, so when they fixed it with the headgear, what they tried to do is get my top jaw and move it forward. But what they did is they just pulled the teeth forward. So my jaw never moved.
Oh, no.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So my teeth are kind of like that. They're just kind of like the top teeth are like inclined over the bottom teeth. So they would have to bring those teeth back behind the bottom teeth again. Like I'd have to be like this for 2 years.
Oh, no.
Get the surgery and then fix them again. So fix them, make them straight. So I'm like, hell no. What I mean, I did.
No.
Like,
Are you? You're not going to do it, are
no,
you?
I'm married. I'm done. Like my husband can get this. Like, he's got what he got at this point. So
my god.
Oh my god, that's fascinating.
yeah. So, anyways, where I was going with this is that the only place that I felt that like the dentist worked was in Juarez. One of my best friends turned out to be a dentist, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to the dentist. And she's like,
There's so many.
and she's like, please. And I'm like, no, like I've been hurt too many times. Like I am not going back to the dentist. I'm done. And she's like, no, you need to come to me. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I go to her doctor's office and it's like the most pristine doctor's office you've ever seen. Like you've never seen a doctor's office like this. It was like white and it was perfectly clean. And she had like every tool that just looked like spotless. It was just awesome. And you go in there and she has, you know how like you go to the dentist and they get an x-ray?
Yeah.
And they put like this thing in your mouth.
Yes.
And like,
Oh yeah,
all right,
that hurts so bad.
bite down.
have to hold
all right,
it.
hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it. And they're like, uh-huh. And you're like that. And they put the thing on and they like run behind the screen. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? It's like stupid. Well, this girl, she has just like, it's like a little like ultrasound. And it's like a little thing. And she just puts it on there. And she's like, okay. And she has a screen on their ceiling. And you're like live action watching your x-ray of your
Oh,
teeth.
cool.
So she's just like, okay, yeah, I see what you, like, you're not doing, like,
Oh, that's awesome.
it was awesome. And she's like, okay, yeah, like, you have a couple cavities, but, you know, they're not anything bad. They're not hitting the nerve. You're good. Like, let me just do a cleaning. You know how teeth cleanings, then they're just like, yee, and just like,
Yes, it's
ugh.
all painful
It
sometimes.
sucks. And it's like 30 minutes long, 5 minutes. No, 10 minutes. She was done. Deep cleaned my teeth.
That's what my dentist just turned to. Is that technology?
It's awesome. But I did this like 5 years ago. Like she had like the latest technology like that long ago.
Wow.
They do
Yeah.
have good. I mean, there's dentists all over the place down there, and there's some that are.
Well, that was in Juarez, but in
and some are
TJ they're
good.
famous too. For
Yeah,
that.
they are. And, you know, if you don't have health insurance, like he didn't have health insurance, what are
No.
you supposed to do if you need a root canal? You know, it's like $1,200
How much are they-
here.
how much
like
are they
more
there?
than $1,200.
How
They
about
were
there?
down 200.
Yeah. Well.
So, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? So he didn't have the best of luck.
No,
But,
clearly.
yeah. Anyway, I don't know why.
7-hour root canal. Jeez.
I think I
Well,
might
it
have a
was other-
chiclet in my bag if he wants to jam one down into that hole.
Oh, poor guy. They could
Stop.
stitch it and everything.
Gross.
Oh, my God. Well, that was my host chat. Do you have a host chat,
One of those
mister?
little, what do they call them? Ice that look like a little ice cube. Right in there. Yes.
What's up?
So, Have you ever had this happen to you? It drives me crazy. Where someone just thinks that their problem is and you want to say to them, I would like to shake your hand because if this is the worst thing that you have going on in your life, I would like your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have, we will send out notices to I've been doing property management for 30 years. So we will, and it's been the same thing. The fire marshal comes once or twice a year. They have to go into your apartment and they have to check your sprinkler heads to make sure that everything is, the testing is going on. And the alarms will chirp and stuff like that. We will send out notices days and days and days in advance. This is the day it's happening. This is the time frame in which it is happening. We do not make appointments. We do not ask them to come back on another day. It is the fire department. They make the rules. We just comply with them. I can't tell you how many people. Hi, I'm not going to be home, so you're going to need to make an appointment. No, read the paperwork. We don't make an appointment.
People don't read stuff.
No. If you have a dog that is going to be affected by the chirping of please board them. My dog's going to freak out. Okay, well, read the email and the letter that was posted on your front door.
How long was the email?
Long.
Okay, I wouldn't have read it.
A full page.
I wouldn't have read it.
Well, you have to, because otherwise people freak out. I cannot even tell you the minute that boop went off this morning, 30 phone calls in a minute. Is the building on fire? What's going on? Read their paperwork. Oh, is that what that was for?
Oh my God. People are so
I'm like,
dumb.
oh my God. Blow my brains out.
I can't even handle that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we may get, okay. He may be coming down to give us an update on the tooth.
Okay, I'm excited.
I know.
I don't
wanna
just
see
don't
it.
let, I don't want to see it.
I do.
No, we like
I want
I'll
to
put
see
my
it.
head
I want to
between
see
my
it.
knees.
Can we use your microphone?
I guess so.
I don't want to take it away from you because I like you on the mic, but we only have 4.
Oh, well, what are you going to do?
We can't take it away from our guest.
I guess.
Oh my God. Is he here?
No.
Okay. Well, when he comes down, do you have anything you'd like to talk about?
I do.
Oh, good.
How do you guys feel about when your significant other or, someone a friend, you can't really relate to this, but Laura can, and they say, why are you acting like this? Are you on your period?
Oh, no.
Infuriating. Infuriating.
Makes me want
to kill somebody.
to kill someone.
Wait,
right?
Eric, do people ask you that?
Yeah, I have my man period all the time, at least once a week.
He does.
For sure.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Once a week?
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
It makes me happy
Sometimes
to be
3
a
times
woman.
a day.
You women have it so easy.
We
Eric
do.
has it so bad.
I know we have it so easy.
Clearly.
That is the rudest
The
Yeah.
worst thing, right?
you can say.
So, not to bash on my husband, I love you, but
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I have to tell you, what you did today was wrong.
He did this to you?
You did today.
What tell us, what were you doing?
Okay, so I'm already busy. I'm a busy woman. I work all day long. I come home. My 2 kids are running around. They're this is another funny story, but I have Beatrice and Cecilia. Beatrice is my 4-year-old. Cecilia is my 3-year-old, but they couldn't be more opposite. And I always say that girls are more emotionally driven and men are much more physically. Mm-hmm. So the boys will roughhouse and they'll tackle each other, right? And the girls will Beatrice will turn around and when she's really pissed at you, she'll be like, "You're ugly." You just can't call people ugly.
Oh my God.
She'll be in the park and she'll be like, "Mom, I don't want to play with that kid. He has ugly hair." I'm like, "He's standing right there. Stop. Say you're sorry. Don't say that." And Beatrice is very much like that. But anyways, I don't know where I was going with this. That's another story. So my 2 daughters are a lot, right? And I'm tired and everything. I promised Beatrice over the weekend I was going to make pumpkin cookies with her. She loves to bake. She's very creative. And I was like, all right, let's do pumpkin cookies. We're going to do them on Monday night because Saturday and Sunday were a lot. We did a lot of activities. So tonight, before coming here, I was like, let's do these pumpkin cookies. I was making them, and then Cecilia grabs one of those step stools that you open up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Well, she's 3, So she like clearly can't open it. And she like comes behind me and I didn't see her. And she just like, it fell. Like she like let go of it right on my heel.
Oh.
And of course I'm just like hashtag question mark exclamation. Like all the bad words came out of my mouth. And I was just like yelled it. And I was just like, oh my God. And Cecilia immediately starts crying because I'm yelling. And Eugenio turns around. The first thing he says to me, not, are you okay? Not, should I bring you some ice? Like, what can I do to help you? The first thing that comes out of his mouth is, are you on your period? Like, why are you acting like this?
Holy shit. That is
was not
no
okay.
bueno. No bueno.
No bueno, Eugenio. No bueno. Yeah. I'm okay with it now. I'm over it because I've already talked about it with my friends.
I'm gonna have to side
But
with
guys,
you on that.
yeah.
Guys, don't do that. Don't
No.
ever
Yeah.
say that.
That even if it's true,
Right. It's very rude and
Don't
it's just
assume.
disrespectful.
it is disrespectful. Like, bring a Band-Aid or, are you okay is all you have to say.
Like, what
Oh
did
my
he
God,
hope?
what happened?
What did he hope
Yeah.
you were going to say after that?
I was
You know
just
what
like,
I mean?
I was just like, yes, I'm on my period. Why? Why does that matter? And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and walked away. And I'm like,
Wow.
I should have said no.
You should have. You never admit it. You never admit it.
I should have just said no. But anyways, it pissed me off. And I was on my whole drive here. I was just like, what a jerk. Like, why did he say that? It hurt my feelings.
Do you feel better now that you let it out?
I do.
Okay, good.
I feel,
That's what we're here for.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I came, honestly.
But yeah, I'm feeling you big time.
Emotional help.
Urosh, are you here?
I would probably punch somebody in the face
Here.
if they said that.
Right. Well, and I'm like bleeding
you can
on my
scoot
heel.
this way.
Like, I like literally, it's like, I have
You're like, yeah, my heel's had its period.
yeah.
Oh my God.
You want the blood?
Here. You guys,
Get me a Tampax Pearl.
stop. This is my roommate. His name is Urosh.
Hi.
Let me
Urosh.
see if it's on. Hold on. There we go.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I told the story about the 7-hour dentist in Mexico in TJ.
Yeah, I don't know who was in much more pain, me and you or you.
Me.
Where are you
No.
from?
I am from Serbia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm so multicultural
It's
around
a far
here.
flight. It is.
So the next day, like I said, he sends us a picture, and he looked like he was in like he was on the coroner's table or something because he had blood down his thing. I just need to know,
Can we
Urosh.
see it?
The picture?
No. Can I see your tooth that's missing?
Yeah, it's missing. But
I want to see it.
No, you want to see the actual tooth? It was pretty cool.
No, I want to see
The hole. You want to see the hole?
you want to see the
Yeah.
hole?
Look at
Look
her
at,
eyes are
is it up there? Look, it's stitches. I see the stitches
Look
too.
at it. Turn it.
Yes.
You can't do teeth stuff?
There's
I can't.
stitches everywhere. But yeah, like I literally woke up. I knew that like I was bleeding like the whole night. And I woke up, I felt like I have like a face mask. And then it was like 6 a.m. and it was dark, so I couldn't see anything. And I was like, just turned my phone and like took a selfie, and I was like all bloody,
Oh
like
my
all,
God.
all over my face.
Wasn't it like all over your neck and like your sheets and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you happy that you're done? Are you done?
I don't know if I'm done. Like it's been like not
This is
even
the
a
second time we've
week,
been doing
so like
Third.
until it's like at least 10 days. I'm not totally sure this nightmare is over.
Are you
So
going to have to get braces or something? Like, what are they going to do to cover the hole?
I'll just have to do an implant.
Oh, okay.
Or can you eat
at it.
normally now?
Huh?
Or is it still
Not
weird?
still.
No, I can't.
Have you been eating soft foods then?
No, I mean I can eat, but I have to be like really careful.
Rinse with warm salt water.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah, I do it.
Are you happy that you went to Mexico to have it done? Is that a stupid question?
Well, like if I had enough money to go here, I would definitely go, or even home. Like I seriously considered just going home and
To
fixing
Serbia to
everything.
get it done.
Literally,
was
like,
like-
I would
yeah.
pay for my ticket like 1K, go there and do everything.
Might as
and-
well just do it here then.
What do you mean?
I mean, because if you're going to pay that much money, I mean, you might as well just pay it.
But
for a
he
doctor
knows his
here.
dentist there. Like he's more,
Oh.
he's comfortable with the
it's,
person there.
it's even cheaper for me to just go back home.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How much did you spend altogether on your mouth over the last month?
I have no idea. I lost track.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
I mean, it's not like that crazy, but I still have no idea.
And Laura knows where, while you were having that done on your mouth, Laura knows where all the great strip clubs are in Mexico.
I know my
There's
taxi
a lot
ride.
of benefits.
Yes, she took
learned a
a
lot.
world tour of
I
the strip
know.
clubs and not so hot strip clubs.
Oh my God! Yeah, and prostitutes too.
Yes.
It was a very
You
interesting
can
day.
get a whore for $20.
Yeah, in case you're curious.
You can give tours.
Yes, you can. The underbelly of TJ tour.
Oh hey, we
There you go.
go
That's
on
right.
the way to Baja Coast Realty.
Yes, we can. Perfect. That's
There
the
we
field
go.
trip that
There
we'll
we
take.
go.
Yes.
Well, you're
like
feeling
a
okay
wonderful
now.
time.
Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Still, like the wound is healing, but yeah, hopefully we'll get there.
Do you like living here?
Yeah,
Okay,
No.
good. No, I want to be honest.
Now that I have this
I do.
platform, no, Laura, I'm moving out.
He's going to tell me all the things that are wrong.
You have really good skin.
really good skin. Thank you.
He's 29. That's why.
Oh,
He's a baby.
wah, wah.
I know.
I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
No,
I could be your mother.
I could. I'm like,
Mommy.
thank you, Urosh. I appreciate it.
You're
And
welcome.
thanks for being on the podcast. And
Of
we hope you
course.
feel
Have fun,
better.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, grandson.
Thanks for showing me your hole.
Oh my God.
Now go to bed. Do your homework.
Make good choices.
Better choices on your dentist, clearly.
So, isn't he great?
He's awesome.
I know. I love
Awesome.
him. I love
Yeah.
him. You know where I found him?
Where?
Spareroom.com.
Wow.
I was looking for somebody to, I know, Grandpa over here coughing up a storm
Cough it in
throughout
the
the
mic.
whole. I know he does that all the time.
Sorry. It just happens.
So somebody asked me recently, how did you find your roommate? I just went to spareroom.com and there were a lot of people that were looking for places, just rooms. A lot of people are looking for just rooms because it's so expensive now just to rent a
I
whole
know.
place. There's a lot of people that would rent your room big time.
That's what we were talking about. Like Snooki couldn't even live in San Diego anymore.
Oh, I know.
$4
With $4 million? Hell no.
Sorry.
No.
El
Sorry.
Cajone's for you.
Priced you out. Yeah, right? Okay, so we do this thing on the podcast. We'll play a small version of it since I don't know if we're running out of time a little bit. Are we not?
Wait,
We're at 40 minutes.
Okay, well, no. First, we're going to talk to Beatrice, then we'll play the game.
yes.
Okay, oh yeah, we got to eat something. Okay. Now,
Laura's going to have to eat something.
No, Eric.
No,
you didn't
Eric.
look at the whole.
50-50, baby. 50-50, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to do it. If I do it, you do it.
I know.
If they look like peanuts.
I'm not gonna tell you what they
So, okay.
I'm gonna throw up.
Can we ask questions before?
are. No,
Like, can we ask where they came from?
no.
Because the reason we have Beatrice on is because she's a world traveler and has great stories about traveling and about food. Okay, these look harmless. They kind of look like a corn nut.
These are, I know, but these are probably some balls of like a gerbil or something. I don't know.
Should we eat? She's eating one right now. Look. Oh, it's crunchy.
Oh.
Eric's going.
Eat it.
Okay, eat it. Crunch.
This is so sad to watch.
Here, Brian, you want one? Here, let's do the crunch. What do you think, Eric? Okay, let me try it.
It's delicious.
Oh my God. Why?
Oh, you know what? I think I know what this is.
Don't tell her. Don't tell him.
It's
Don't
actually tasty.
It's like a dehydrated
Eric's having
peanut.
another one. You want another one?
eat it.
Eat it.
What is it?
Eat another one first, and then we'll tell you. Like, I know what it is. It tastes like a peanut, sort of.
It's like a dehydrated peanut.
It's a peanut
With,
covered in
oh, what?
spider.
Ah!
Is it really?
No, it's not.
That makes it better.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Spider?
Oh my God. I'm
His
gonna pass
worst
out.
thing his ever in his life is spiders. Beatrice, what do you mean? Is it
They
mushed
make, like,
up
They
spiders?
make like this web, and they cover it. They cover the peanuts in like this crunchy web.
That is so
I
cool.
love that you brought these in for Eric. This is making me so
I'm gonna
happy.
throw up.
Oh
this,
my
I'm gonna
God.
have nightmares tonight.
It's
You
not
guys,
the
I'm just kidding.
spider, It's just the
What?
web.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Is it a regular
Is it
peanut?
anything?
Yeah, they're called Japanese peanuts in Mexico.
And they're just peanuts.
They're just peanuts covered in like soy sauce and.
Oh my God.
That was good though. You should have gone with that and given them a name.
I literally fell for that hook, line, and
Look,
sinker.
what are the was spiders? Look, you're eating up another one. You like the way it tastes.
She was probably right the first time. She was probably like,
I know. Now she'll tell us like, no, it's actually ground up crickets
or poop.
or something. Yeah.
But you look chowing down on your fourth.
So Beatrice, tell us about your company and you and your husband and all that.
So I'm wearing this shirt, which you can tell it's baggy on me because clearly my husband, made the design and bought the shirts.
It's for a guy.
Was he on his period?
Were you on your period, Eugenia, today when you bought these shirts? But anyways, it's called Viajeros Ocultos, which sounds really ethnic, but if you speak Spanish, that means hidden travelers. Because originally when we started this blog, it's a travel blog, we both worked in media. So we didn't really want our faces out there because we have this corporate job out there, and we just didn't really want our face out there. We ended up getting 300,000 followers. So we don't work at the corporate job anymore. We still, we have our own marketing agency called La Merca Company. So if you need a website or you need, anything from a logo to whatever, we do that.
Excellent. What's it called again?
La Merca Company.
La Merca?
This one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
La
It's spelled just the way it sounds.
Just
La
how it-
Merca.
Yep.
Okay.
And we can do websites. We can do, commercials, anything you need for marketing. We got you. But that's our actual job. But our hobby is this travel blog where we've been over to 60 countries in the world and eaten a lot of weird stuff and seen a lot of really cool things, and it's fun.
Don't you do travel groups, right?
Yeah.
You still do that?
We do, but unfortunately not in English yet. We will be hopefully next year. We wanted to get it done this year, but it was just a lot because we have a lot of Spanish groups. So if you guys speak Spanish, si hablas español, call me.
De nada.
Where are you going next?
Israel, November.
Oh, wow. Are you going?
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
bummer.
Well, I have to stay with the girls.
Yes, of course.
They're too little still. They're 4 and 3. We have taken them traveling, but to Mexico, places that are closer, not to Israel. I think that's a little much for them.
I do know a little bit of Spanish.
Do you? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I know donde está el baño.
Oh, that's good.
Es una la peluca.
Is what?
Is that a wig?
Es una peluca.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't say la. Es una peluca.
Es una peluca. See.
Yeah.
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 And then I know my shoe is sick and
Mierda.
some dirty stuff in Spanish.
Mierda?
You're just shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know that. And verga.
Shh.
Wait,
Ass.
isn't that a penis?
No, that's your dick.
That's just the worst word.
Oh, saying a really bad word.
that's that's
saying
the worst.
Like cock or something.
No. It's I don't think there's an equivalent
Oh, no.
in English.
So
It's
don't
just
do
the
that.
worst bad word.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Needless, you would come out with
Oh,
that.
no, I didn't know
And Laura
that.
just got us
Worst
canceled.
word.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
Ay, Dios
Oh
mío.
my God. Oy, dos
So-
Who got you that one? The taxi driver.
Do not
I
say
don't know
me.
where I knew that. I don't know. I've known that for a long time.
That's a very, very bad word.
That's how she
Ooh.
aced high school Spanish.
Lo siento.
Okay, so after Israel, then what's the next trip? Have you planned that out yet? You know, in advance?
So
kind of?
probably Turkey. We don't have it because that would be already next year. So
Yeah.
probably Turkey again. We just went to Turkey or beginnings of last year, but that's a good season to go. So maybe Turkey, maybe Dubai. I don't know. If you guys have a group and we're gonna put it together, we'll do that too.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And you do it's airfare and everything included. Is
Not airfare is not included because if you think about it, everyone flies from different parts of the world, so we can't include that. But we do include all the hotels are all 4 and 5 stars. If you want all 5 stars, we can accommodate that. And the tours, all the tours are included, and all in Turkey, all the meals were included. In Thailand, it was just breakfast and dinner were included. So
That's
once
so
you
great.
figure it out. But I mean, you want to figure out one of those meals anyways,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You kind of want to explore and go on your own. And
Is
have the
Thailand
loot.
just so beautiful?
Oh, it is, but it's hot.
Oh yeah.
It is one of the hottest places that I've ever been.
really?
Oh yeah. It's one of those places where you just go open the door and it's just stopping wet.
Oh
It's
wow.
very humid,
Right.
So
Is it a
it's-
certain time of year you should go?
It's always hot.
Is it?
It's rainy season and not rainy season. You know what I'm saying?
I need 68 degrees.
At least.
Sir, you will stay in San
I mean, at
Diego.
the highest.
You will stay. Or Europe.
I'm a hot house plant. Yeah, I need.
Europe is fine too. You'll do fine there. Don't go to Dubai.
Oh,
is
Dubai.
hot.
But you said Dubai, the 4-star and 5-star hotels are not that outrageous.
No, they're really cheap.
Like
Dirt cheap. Dubai's dirt cheap.
what? That surprises
$150
me.
a night for a 5-star like suite.
Is that a certain time of year it's like that, or
No,
all the time?
It's all the time. Dubai is extremely inexpensive.
Remember Hot Lee told us about that he did Dubai on a Groupon? He did like Groupon, all the tours like Groupons.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my
Well,
God.
because they have like certain specials for tourists there because they really want like that's if you think about it, that's like all they have really is like tourism. It's kind of like Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a city where it's like 90% of what they have there is tourism, and 90% of their citizens are from out of the country.
What is cool to do in Dubai?
They have the tallest skyscraper in the world. Period. Like, so you can go up, like, I think it's like, I don't know, if 200 and something stories,
Oh my
230
God,
stories.
that's crazy.
And you can have like dinner and lunch up there, which is awesome. So you can like go
Oh
and like
my
enjoy the
God.
view, and it's pretty spectacular. Then you can go to the Burj Al Arab, which is like the looks like a veil building.
yeah.
You know, that's like
Yes.
the typical. You can go there and have dinner at the top too. You can. There's like these gardens. They're like these Disney gardens, and they're very like luxurious. Like these, I can't even explain it. It's like
And
Alice
there-
in Wonderland.
There's several stories, aren't they?
All the buildings.
The gardens.
The gardens are you're just
Yeah,
it's
you're surrounded
unbelievable.
by
You're
it.
surrounded. It's like
Yeah.
there's flowers. It's like Alice in Wonderland. If you're like in Alice in Wonderland, it's like but they're all made of flowers. Wow. It's really cool.
Oh my God.
It's unlike any botanical garden you've ever been to.
Is there like an ocean, like a beach area where
Yeah,
you
there's
can like
it's
hang
on the
out?
water.
and- I know. But is there like cool
yeah.
beach?
Oh yeah. But they're like a
things?
lot of these beaches are man-made.
Yeah.
So they're like perfect.
Oh
They're
man.
like perfect beaches, and they have like the perfect place to sit down, and it's like there's not too many waves, and it's just perfect.
What's the water like?
It's like Cancun. It's like
Oh my God.
teal.
I
It's
want to
just
go.
Beautiful. And they have every American store, and they have every American like if you're just over like Arabic food or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just I'm just gonna grab a burger at Smash Burger.
Oh my God.
They just have like all them like they have Cheesecake Factory. Like
They
just
do?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just have like every American thing too. So it's just like you can have the Dubai experience, but also, hey, I'm not really into this kind of food anymore. I kind of want, my burger. You can have your burger. So it's like I just felt at home there, and it was just people from all over the world. So you could just like dress like however you want. It's not like Iran or like Iraq or where they're like very strict Muslim countries. This place is not like that. Dubai is very much open and very accepts the tourist and accepts, who you are, and it's fun.
Wow. Is that
Yeah.
your favorite place?
Oh, by far.
Really?
Yeah, by far. It's just too bad. My husband was like, if you had all the money in the world, where would you have a second house? And I said, I think I said Cancun. And he's like, not Dubai? And I'm like, yeah, but get there. Like, get to Dubai. It's just too far.
Yeah.
How far is it?
It's just probably like a 13-hour flight.
Straight away from
LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, LA to Dubai is probably like 13 hours. So it's like far.
But isn't that a fun airline that you take? Like with the little
If you have money,
Oh.
that's expensive. Like the suite or whatever, I think is like $5,000 just for like the flight. I don't have that kind of money, but
No.
if you do, I invite you to go to
Is that where they have like the little sectioned off?
Emirates.
Yes.
Emirates
Yes.
Air Emirates.
Yeah. Oh my God.
like Sex in the City.
Yes.
I know. I love it. Well, and then what's funny is that Abu Dhabi is 45 minutes away from there. So you could like literally take a taxi from like Dubai, go spend the day in Abu Dhabi and come back. And in Sex in the City, I don't know if you saw the second Sex in the City was in Abu Dhabi. And they didn't even film it in Abu Dhabi. It was filmed in Morocco.
Yeah.
And I was expecting like the Abu Dhabi experience. When I get there, I'm like, this is a total lie. Like it was like the most modern city, like not even like, how in Sex and the City it's like dusty.
Yeah.
And you have like they're all like Muslim and they're covered and they're just like, not at all. Like it's like not at all like that at all. And my husband and I, we stayed at this hotel. It's called the Yaz Viceroy.
Oh yeah.
Yaz Viceroy hotel. Wow.
We know the Viceroy. I've heard of that.
Is
before.
it like a chain? I don't even know. Well, I should know that for my travel blog, so forget I said that. But so we went to this hotel, and we're just going to spend one night in Abu Dhabi just to see what's going on. And it turns out it's this hotel. It's the only hotel in the world that has an F1, Formula One racetrack in it. It's like inside of this hotel. And the hotel is built like an island on the water. So this racetrack goes, it's like, imagine like an island like this, and there's like a donut that goes through the hotel on the water.
Way.
It's crazy. What? I know. It's crazy. And my husband and I are like, come in. Mind you, we're like on our honeymoon, and we're kind of like on a budget because we had a kind of long honeymoon, and we're like, this is the beginning part of it. So we're just like, we're going to hotels that are like 4 stars, you know, maybe a 3-star here and there. And then we get to this hotel, not expecting anything. Like, I don't know what Yazbis Roy is, clearly. And I get there, and there's like all these people getting out of like Rolls Royce and like these incredibly luxurious cars, like cars that I didn't even know what brand they were. Like Louis Vuitton, huge suitcases, like the glasses, the hair, the hats, right? And I'm like all dusty. Like I feel like I don't belong. Like I'm like, miss, can you hold my bag? And I'm like, what? And like, I just didn't feel like we fit in. And I was like, is this the right hotel? And my husband's like, I mean, he like gets the confirmation. He's like, I think it's the right hotel. And it was like $90 a night.
Oh my God.
It was like, we just couldn't believe it. I know. Wow. It was super cheap. And we get there, and our room is like this massive suite with a living room. And like you walk in, and there's like this complete like iPad with all these buttons for the like technology of the room. So you click this button, and the curtains open up, and then like everything, like the blackout, like everything starts, it's controlled by that. So you just like pick buttons and just duck, duck, and everything starts to turn on, move around. Like,
that's cool.
It was crazy.
Oh my God, it makes me want to go so bad. I have wanderlust big time.
You should
really
go
want
there.
to go.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai are the best place in the world.
Okay, all right. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. We play a game. We'll play this really quick because I know we're running late. But we play a game called the question game where we like, you have a question, right? Did you write down a question?
I did.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes.
Do you want to start with your question? Sure. We go around the room and we answer questions.
Okay.
And they always lead to like stories and stuff. So it's kind of a fun game.
Because my question could probably branch off and be very long.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hold on. Let me go to my notes.
What are the questions about?
Just for example, this one is simple. What was your favorite toy as a kid? What is your one favorite toy that you remember like loving as a kid? I'll go first. Mine was a toy called Daring Dairy. And it was this little girl, like Barbie doll, on a motorcycle. And it had this like pad that you put the motorcycle on, like hook it onto this pad. And then you wind it up. And then you push a button and the motorcycle would go zoom, and it would just like, and, and then she'd go over jumps and stuff. She was called Daring Dairy. And I love Daring Dairy. What about you?
Mine was either Beanie Babies. I like collected those.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Or the scooter. Like a Razor scooter.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid.
Did you make any money from collecting the Beanie Babies? Do you still have them?
No. I don't even know what happened to them.
Did those ever become worth something?
Well, do you remember when people would collect the McDonald's ones?
Oh, yeah.
Like, keep them in the bag.
Yeah.
Like, keep them. Do not open them. Like, and they like never are worth anything. Like,
I know.
I don't know what people were thinking. Like,
I know.
I don't know.
It's so true. What about you?
I had, it was, remember, well, you probably wouldn't remember because you're much younger. Remember that Irwin Allen movie called Earthquake? The disaster
vaguely.
movie about, oh boy.
Grandpa.
So they had a game, or it was a toy, and it was called the Earthquake Tower, and it was literally about 4 feet high.
That's tall.
It was it was huge, and you would put all the people in it, and it was a huge hotel.
They would die.
You would push a button, and the whole thing would shake and crumble.
And
Isn't that
that is terrible.
Horrific gift? And I loved it. I loved building it back together again, and then I would push it and demolish it. Yeah, it would just turn into like a pile of rubble.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That sounds fun.
It was fun.
Playing with death.
It was demented, but it was
totally
fun.
Demented. All right, Brian. What about you?
I was a big Lego kid.
Oh yeah. Any particular set?
Anything I can get my hands on.
Did you like doing the sets, or did you like just freestyling it?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember getting my son, who's his age. Crazy, isn't it? I used to get him the Frank Lloyd Wright Legos, like the Frank Lloyd Wright house, Falling Water. You know that one?
Oh yeah.
That one, and then like the Eiffel Tower, like all the cool. Yeah. And he'd spend hours. He loved those two so much. Okay. What is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? I'll go first. So, and this is going to be kind of cheesy, but I don't care.
Don't say me.
So,
It could be me.
when my son was a baby, he was very sick because he had had many surgeries, 3 surgeries, and before he was even a week old. So finally, when we got to take him home, you know, he had a hernia. It was a lot. I mean, he was this red, shriveled baby. He was kind of scary looking. We always tell Charlie, you were kind of a scary looking baby, but you turned out so great. But
you have a good personality.
I'll never forget, one day I walked in and he was, I turned my head. He was on the changing table for sure. I turned around and I turned back around and he's smiling. And it's the first time I'd ever seen him smile. And I remember it just like the whole world just like exploded. It was just like the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. It was like my baby smiling at me. It was awesome. I'll never forget that first time. He was just smiling. I'm like, oh my God, that's just so great. I love you, Charlie. All the colors seemed more bright. Like everything was just really cool. So I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my head.
If I don't
anyway.
say my kids, I'm going to seem like an
no,
asshole.
you're not. Don't. That's why I was like, it's cheesy, and but whatever.
What are we supposed to follow up after that? You chose like
Yeah,
the
you
most,
just
like classic.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
I got nothing.
No, like, is there a piece
is
of
no
art?
beauty in this
Is there like a body of water or something? Like a sunset? I mean, come on.
All right, I choose your kid too.
Oh my God. You guys, are you not going to go? Do you
I
have
choose your
anything?
kid.
You guys all suck.
No, I would say my kids. When I had both of my girls, I cried both times.
You did?
Yeah,
When
it's
they
just
came
very
out?
emotional. When you hear that first, like it just like
Did you know there were going to be girls?
yes.
Oh.
I can't live in, like
You
people
can't
that,
surprise-
people that live on the edge like that. I just can't. I don't understand.
You know, I did that with Charlie. I didn't. He had so many sonograms because he had a birth defect in the womb.
Yeah.
And so we had lots of sonograms, and I would tell them, "Don't tell me what it is. Don't tell me the baby's sex, please, please, please. I want to be surprised." So I made it through all those ultrasounds and everything. I had a cesarean. I laid on the table as they were about to open me up, and the nurse goes, "Is your name spelled right on the tag?" And I looked at the tag and it had my name with the word male. I'm like, so she robbed me of that surprise. I didn't know it was a boy
So
until
that's the ugliest thing you've ever seen. Is that nurse?
that damn thing. Are you really not going to go?
No, I'm trying. Probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
The mirror.
He was gonna say that.
Hardly. No, it wasn't actually that long ago, but I was in the Pacific Northwest, and I was sitting out on a deck. Sorry, Mommy.
I know. You're doing that thing where
I lean back because I get
when
so
he has
invested
guests,
in
he
the
gets so
conversation.
comfortable, he'll
do.
just lean back and not forget about the mic.
I just grab my peanuts and just start eating and just listening.
Peanuts. Clarification.
Yeah.
That sounded like something different.
And it was sunrise, and the sun was coming up by Mount Rainier, and it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it was gorgeous. So that was it.
I see. I'm like, I was drawn to say something like nature.
Yeah,
like
of course.
A sunset or a sunrise. Like
Is there a
on the
specific
water.
one that you remember? In all of your
When
travels?
you were eating balut.
Fifi. Yeah.
Fifi.
Fifi. It's Thailand. There's these islands in Thailand. It's just the most unbelievable islands you've ever been to. And it's just like you put your face in the water there, and it's like you're in the Finding Nemo movie. It's like an aquarium. It's like, and I've been to beaches, like I've been to Maldives, I've been to, you know, all these beaches around the world, and nothing compares to Fifi. It was unbelievable. And one of those places, I'm just like, you know, have you ever heard of like when you feel like you are like grounded? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, have you heard that? Like where is it where you feel grounded? Like, is it like a mountain, or is it like for some people it's just like in their bedroom? Or it could be like, you know, listening to music, or it could be something like that. But for some people, it's like a sunset, or I like to see the water. I like to see the ocean, or like that's where I feel grounded, is like at a sunset. Yeah. It's just, I feel like, wow, this is awesome that I get to see that. Mm-hmm. Like when I lived in Juarez, there's people there that have never seen the ocean before.
I know. And that isn't that crazy? That
like blew my mind. Yeah. Like people are just like, I've never seen the ocean. I don't know what that looks like. I'm like, I'm from San Diego. Like, I just have never known a life without the ocean. Yeah. Right. So that's crazy. Anyways.
Wow. I want to go to Thailand, and I want to go to Abu Dhabi, and I want to go to the other place.
Well, you would love that place, because if you're a picky eater and you like brown food, you would love Dubai.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You would.
Oh, that kind of food?
Everything's tan.
Well, you could eat that food, or you could not. Like, you could just eat your food you're used to eating.
Right. You know, everything's there.
Yeah.
Brian, do you care to answer?
Oh, I thought I did.
My baby. Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm not that old.
I know, but is there something recently that you saw that was like really beautiful?
My Venmo come through.
You know what I do after I see that? I see the email come through. I lift my phone to my nose. I go.
Yeah, exactly.
Money.
$37.50
Okay. Why don't you do your question, then we'll end.
Okay. Who was the worst boss you've ever had?
Oh, God. I'll get fired. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The worst boss I ever had. Oh, God. It was at work. It was at Televisa. And this guy doesn't speak English, so I can talk all the shit I want to. So
good. Okay, good.
I'm all.
This guy.
Dude. No.
He was horrible. He used to, for example, I was a production coordinator. First, I was a promotions coordinator. Then I was a production coordinator. Then I became a production director. So as a production coordinator, this guy, he would come to work like 10 o'clock. Like, he would show up super late. For television, that's extremely late, because we had we had the news at 6 a.m. Then we had the morning show from 8 to 10. And then we had another news program at 2 p.m. So he would show up at 10 when the two first programs are already over. And then he would leave at like 7 when the news are at 7. And so I would end up staying from 6 through 11 p.m.
Oh,
dude.
My God.
It was the worst. But the news would start at 6, but I would have to be there at like 4 or 5 in the morning, because you have to prepare for that show. You have to make sure you have all your spots. You have to make sure you have all your, you know, what do you call it? The script.
Schedule,
teleprompter.
The teleprompter had to be right. Had to make sure I had all the, you know, everything for the news, everything for the morning show, all prepared, all the interviews, everything. And the guy would just like, literally, I swear, that guy was just on his Facebook all day long, just like not doing anything. Little beknownst to him is that at the time I started dating the general manager.
Ooh.
Hi, Eugenio.
Wow.
We are now married and have 2 children, but we were dating while we were working together. And he didn't know that. It was kind of a secret within Televisa for a little bit. Eugenio, we kind of got in trouble because my uncle, I'm kind of going on
it's okay.
on a tangent, but my uncle also worked in Televisa. He finds out because we were at a family event and Eugenio was there. So he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, we're dating. And he's like, oh, okay. Didn't say anything at the family event. He calls us to his office in Mexico City, like 2 weeks later after that family event. And he just lets me have it. He's like, what are you doing? Like, you have literally been following me, asking me what to do for your whole life to get a career in Televisa. And you're now dating the general manager. Like, you just shot yourself in the foot. Like, what are you, like, I left his office just sobbing. Like, I was just so upset. I was like, because I was like also so in love, right? I was like, I'm going to marry him. Like, I don't know what to do. And so, like 2 weeks after that, Eugenio gets moved to a different state. They just moved him. My uncle didn't say it was him, but kind of funky that's how it happened. And so the production director found out. So he's like, well, now I know how much you're making. And so since you make the most out of like everyone in the production department, you have to work more hours.
Oh no.
So you have to stay here and work double time. And I'm like, I already work from like 4 to 11 every night anyways. And he's like, well, you have to work more.
Oh my God.
He was just horrible. And within the production department, he had like his buddies, and so one of the guys that was on the control, you know what that is? It's like where all the fancy lights are and what all the screens are for TV.
Yeah.
And with the guy, I like run in there because I was like, the lower third's wrong. So like where they put like the name of the person or whatever, it's wrong. We have to get it done. And the guy just looks at me and goes, go fuck yourself.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
oh,
what? He's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. It continues to like go. And I'm like,
oh no, you poor thing.
It was horrible. It
That
was so
sucks.
hard. It was so hard to go through that. But you know what? I learned so much from it. I learned a lot from that experience.
Like what?
Everything I know.
Oh, just for all the TV stuff.
Yeah, just in general. Like everything I know. Like putting up with that like makes things now super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
for
I had
sure.
this girl, and one more story. Sorry, I have a lot of work stories. One of my hosts, my TV hosts in the morning show, she thought she was Britney Spears, this woman. She just thought she was the queen and like everyone loved her and knew her. And she was just very overrated. And she comes in, I think she had a thing for Eugenio. I think she had a thing for him and then realized that I was dating him and kind of got upset with me. And there's a couple stories with that girl, but anyway, so she would come in. I'm her production coordinator so I'm like giving her script and I'm like, all right, we're ready. And I was the floor manager, right? And I'm like doing all this and she goes, oh, Beatriz, like, what did you do to your face? And I'm like, nothing. And she's like, oh, you just used way too much makeup. You look so fake and cakey. I don't know what you did, but I'm like,
For real?
literally, it took everything
my
from
God.
me not to tell her like,
Super jealous.
shut up. Like I couldn't say anything because I like worked with her and I didn't want to make like a scandal. So I was just like, oh, you think so? No, I just did the same thing I always do. All right, well, that's weird.
Oh
Just
my
kept going
God.
with my life.
You probably wanted to say go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I wanted to say that to her. So anyways, there's a couple stories with her.
Wow.
I'll let you go. Isn't that bad?
That is bad. I don't have anything close to that. Oh, I do have. Well, my one boss totally made me cry too. His name is Carl Siskind, and he was the editorial director of Channel 8 back in the day. And I was the production assistant working right under him. And he would have me call every day to make his lunch date appointment at this place called La Hacienda. I'll never forget it.
Yes.
I used to have to call and make his lunch dates for him. And then I'd have to do his filing. I'd also have to write stories for him. And he was just, I can't really give an example right now, but he was so mean there. But I learned from it as well.
You learn from it.
One time I did something that was just okay. And he was like, Laura, just okay is not good enough, or just good enough is not good enough for me. And so, it hurt me when that happened because I thought like I had done a better job than that. But now I always think about that. Always. I will think about him yelling that at me.
Yeah.
Just good enough is not good enough.
Wow.
It was, and he used to smoke a pipe in the office. That was when you could
Tobacco?
smoke inside.
Yeah,
Yeah, tobacco pipe. Weird.
Wow.
God rest his soul. I think he's no longer with us. But yeah, he was hard.
Whoa.
But anyway, I know. But I learned.
Yeah.
You learn.
You learn from those people.
You sure do. And I was really young too. I was like Brian's age.
Yeah. I was like in my early 20s too. That's when you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You learn
for
all
sure.
those things.
Yeah.
What about you?
I had a boss when I first started in this industry, and she was so mean. She was horrible. And I remember a girl that I worked with was moving away. She had got another job. She's moving away. And my boss at the time, we had gotten bought out by another company, and it turns out it was this company that was taking over. And so my boss said, look, he's amazing. He knows his stuff. You need to hire him over here, because they were going to let some people go and, and bring in their own people. So they were like, okay. And so I had a meeting with this woman that was going to be my boss. And I remember meeting her at a restaurant with the employee that was leaving. And she looked at me and she goes, I hate gay guys because my husband left me for another man. And I was like, I hadn't even said a word.
Wow.
Like I was in a suit. I hadn't said a word. And I remember sitting at that lunch going,
how long ago was this?
And
this was probably 30 years ago.
Oh, well, you can't get away with that now.
Oh, no, you couldn't get away with that now, ever.
You sat there?
Yeah, I sat there, and that's the only thing that she had said to me. And so she and this girl just talked the entire time. Like, she didn't ask me anything about myself. She didn't say a word to me. So our satellite office was in Irvine. So that's where she was. So I hardly ever had to see her, which was
fabulous.
A godsend. But we would have and I was all by myself in this office. So she came down one day unannounced, and she said, well, I'm going to write you up. And I said, for what? And she said, for the stapler incident. And I said, what stapler incident? And she said, you throwing a stapler at someone. And I said, I'm the only one here. Like, who would I throw a stapler at? And I've never thrown anything at anyone. I was like, are you kidding? I said, I'm not signing that. So it became a huge battle. Turns out she was holding commissions from me. Like, my dad was getting ready to pass at one point because he was really sick. And I said, listen, I took vacation time to have the final days with my dad. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to bring someone down to do your job. So you're not going to get commissions on anything. And I was like, well, that's not fair.
Jeez, what a witch.
Are you kidding?
Oh my God.
Oh, it was awful.
How is she now?
She wound up getting fired.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah. And I learned so much from it and I learned to really stand up for myself, because I went straight to the corporate office and I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. And they wound up having to pay me out so much money.
Oh my
Good job.
I had everything documented.
That's awesome.
Everything.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I had found another job and I was quitting.
Yeah.
So I had my resignation letter and everything.
Yeah.
And I was just getting ready to fax it over to our corporate office. And I see her car pull up. And I was like, oh, something must have happened. She must have found out or something. And I didn't know how, but she came in. She's like, I have to tell you something. And I said, I have something to tell you too. And I said, I quit. And she goes, you're fired. And I was like, nope, I quit.
You did it first. Yay.
Yeah. I said, I just quit. I had already had the other job. Turns out someone in the industry had run into her and said, oh, yeah, we can't believe Eric's leaving.
Oh my God.
And it tipped her off. So they wound up having to take my resignation. Yeah.
Good
and then
for
they
you.
fired her. And I was
Good
like,
job.
oh yeah, she was
That's
horrible.
awesome.
Absolutely horrible.
That's amazing.
What about you, Brian?
My infinitely short life, I haven't had too many terrible bosses. I've definitely had situations where I've been woefully underprepared by my bosses, especially in broadcast. I got thrown into a baseball game once running audio for it. And I'd run audio plenty of times before, but I knew nothing about like any of their procedures or anything. Their break schedule was, their commercial schedule was like explained to me in 15 seconds. And the boss wasn't bad. He was a super nice guy. He just didn't have time.
Sometimes you learn from that though.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah, except
Yeah.
it was awful. It was
One time, one of my biggest learning experiences in broadcast was when, I don't know, for some reason, like everyone in production just left. Like the gentleman, they just left. And it was the government, there was like governor debates in Mexico, in Baja California. And they were just like, oh, hey, Beatriz, you can run it, right? All right, you run it. I'm like, what? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm a production
How
coordinator.
scary.
And I ran the production for this governor debate.
Dude.
By myself.
Wow.
It was,
wow.
But you learn from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a
You
great
learn
learning
from that.
experience. And I had the technical director come up after me and apologize for not giving me like more than 30 seconds of introduction.
Were you
But-
just
Yeah.
scared the whole entire time you were working the game? Were you just like,
No.
oh my God?
Because I had plenty of experience like using the equipment and stuff. So you just kind of jump in and just do your best. And I was like, I can't really do anything more than this. I don't know what you need from me. So It was stressful, but it was fun afterwards.
Yeah.
Good. In your infinitely short life. I love it. It's
I have
true.
a quick ending story of the girl that called my face ugly.
Oh, yeah. What happened to her?
I have one more story and the ending story to her. So my office was like right here. Like it was like horizontal. And vertically in front of me was Eugenio, my husband's office. But he wasn't my husband at the time. He was my boyfriend. He was a general manager again. So this girl comes in a bikini and heels. Walks in front of my office.
No.
And goes straight into his office, looks at me, and shuts the door.
Oh, my God.
She was horrible. She was just horrible.
What?
To show him her new butt. Because we had like trade with like a surgery, like plastic surgeon, and she just got her butt lift. And so she went in to show him her new butt lift.
Oh my God.
She was horrible. Well, anyways, she ended up getting knocked up.
Oh.
And is a single mom.
Oh, boy.
And the dad just left her.
Okay.
Well,
Happens
Yeah.
when you're nasty.
That booty
you're
probably
nasty like
fell.
that. And the food.
Yeah, and the booty
she's
fell.
hot. I mean, I have to say. I mean, she's beautiful, but I mean, she's a horrible person and a horrible human being.
Yeah.
And like the dad of the child literally was like, "I don't believe that that's my kid because
Oh,
I don't
no.
know who you've slept with."
Oh, no.
Like,
But isn't that funny? Like there are people, and it happens all the time. Like when you're in relationships, there's people that want nothing more than to make the situation unhappy.
yeah,
Like they just aren't happy
they
for
just
you.
try to make it bad. Mm-hmm. And it's like it could be an awesome show, and we could be just getting along and having the best time, but you choose to make it awkward and like I've done nothing to you. Like it was just funky.
Yeah.
But anyways, she's still there, going on 20 years at the same morning show. So
Really?
good luck for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and do you have another story? Is that what you
No.
said? Oh,
no,
okay.
I think we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining us and playing our fun game and bringing us some scary food that turned out not to be scary.
It wasn't scary.
No,
You
but
know
it was
what?
fun.
I was going to bring Korean candies, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, are those scary?
No, have you watched Squid Game?
Yes.
It was the Squid Game candy.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Fun.
my husband just brought it from Korea, so
Oh,
I was
wow.
gonna bring that, but I think he ate it because I couldn't find it.
no.
It's actually really good. It tastes like caramel, but
Remember to get
Is
your.
it caramel?
it might be cockroach.
Oh, yeah.
Cream of cockroach. Remember that one?
Yuck.
Don't forget LCAD 15% off at sweetumswipes.com. Go to BajaCoastRealty.com. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Beatrice, for being here.
Thank you. You're
I
always a
love to be on
delight.
here. Thank
I
you
know.
for bringing me.
We love
on.
you. And love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
That was a dirty look.
Wow.
One of my dirtiest ever. I think.
It was
Indeed.
that made
That
me.
was-
I think I
did you die a little bit?
think I peed a little.
I think you must have farted.
I may. Maybe a little combination of the two. Oh,
I had a little herpes flare up.
Oh my! Just go ahead. It's 9. It's almost 10.
it's
9:45.
16 seconds. This is what it says on your.
No,
Oh,
right there.
9:46. Oh, yes, I see.
Oh,
Oh,
One. Let's just.
are you
I'm gonna
getting,
finish these
Are you
peanuts.
getting doll eyes?
Yes.
They're. Do you ever see her doll eyes when they move independent?
One go. You know how like dolls, they they close their eyes and then they open them, and then one always gets stuck.
Yeah.
He calls me doll eyes because I get those. Like
They
one
do.
opens and one closes because when I get tired, that's what happens.
It's kind of iconic.
So I'm
It
getting
is.
I'm getting doll eyes.
It
It's
is.
time.
I think we should shoot a calendar, and that should be one of the pictures.
No, I don't think so. I
No?
don't think anybody would buy a
LCAD,
calendar.
LCAD,
LCAD calendar.
LCAD cow.
Okay.
I love it, but nobody would buy it.
Oh, they will.
Thank you so much for being our guest.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I love being on here.
Thank you for my
You guys are
treat.
so much fun.
Thank you for being you.
Thanks.
One day I am just going to shut down the stream mid Eric's speech.
Please.
Did you
So
did you
funny.
see how heartfelt that was? It was like, thanks.
He does this where like it's perfect time to end, wrap it all up. Like I wrapped it up nice and neatly, right? And he prolongs it and he thinks it's funny, and it's not.
He's like laughing.
It's annoying. Is all get out.
As what?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not going to say
Annoying
a dirty
as
word.
you.
You're
I
gonna be
did.
one of Eric's nastiest bosses.
I know.
You know, she said, "Yeah, I was annoying."
I'm gonna be on like a couch in like 20 years.
Just
No,
do it.
never.
Just do it.
She
Just
said
do
I
it.
was annoying as
She has little kids at home. She's got a
know.
long drive. Come on.
I love you. All you have to do is say it.
Will you say it if I say it?
Maybe.
You are such a brat. Just say it.
I love you.
Oh my God. I love you.
Love your podcast.
Oh,
Jesus
thank
Christ.
God.
I love you, my
Goodbye.
sweet, sweet babies.
Goodbye. We are